Hey guys, it's Greg, aka DadPad Gaming from the Blerd Media team, and today we are reviewing Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy, developed by Avalanche Software, is a game that plenty of people have been waiting for. Whether they've been waiting to love it or waiting to hate it is definitely a wider discussion. But today, we intend to dive into the latest game from Harry Potter's universe to see if it is actually worth your time. Hogwarts Legacy is set at approximately 1890, way before Harry Potter and any of his friends were ever involved in the universe of the Wizarding World. Not only does this give Avalanche the opportunity to tell a fresh story in the world of Wizarding, but it also gives them the opportunity to put their story of a goblin rebellion on Front Street. But of course, the rebellion is only one of many plot lines. Hogwarts Legacy stars, well, you as a customized character. Early on, it is discovered that you as the main character has an extremely rare power to sense ancient magic. And shortly after a very unfortunate run-in with a dragon, you find yourself right in the middle of the hallways of Hogwarts, where you'll be tasked with learning lessons, going to class, making new friends, and learning new spells. Hogwarts Legacy has a fair share of items that deserve praise, but at the very top of that list is combat. While Hogwarts doesn't have the largest list of spells, they definitely do a good job of making sure that the spells are very diverse and can chain into each other seamlessly. The feeling of chaining a Leviosa into a Accio, followed by a close-range incendiary magic spell, is so satisfying and makes you feel like a badass. Along with combat, another highlight here is Hogwarts Legacy's commitment to making you and allowing you to make morally great decisions. On multiple occasions, I found myself doing side quests that seemed simple at first, but once you actually see things through, you find they're a little more complicated than what they may have initially seemed. And it's nice because as you go to cash in your rewards and take back whatever items you retrieve, you actually have the opportunity to refuse to return the item or demand some type of additional compensation for doing so. And as a loyal member of Slytherin, it definitely felt appropriate to make such demands. Hogwarts Legacy does have plenty of missed opportunities that can't go ignored. The biggest of offenses is that after the novelty of being a student at Hogwarts wears off, this game boils down to being a checklist of things to do. And that's no metaphor. Almost after every mission I've completed, whether a main quest or a side mission, opposed to exploring the world and seeing what else I could get into, the most optimum way to get to the next thing to do would be to open up your book, go through the checklist, and see what task must be completed in order to learn a new spell so that you can go do the next mission. And the checklist gameplay loop becomes extremely deflating after you get to particular portions in the story where things tend to get a bit more interesting, but then you're tasked with things like, oh, go and consume these potions, then go and pop these balloons, and then come back and I'll teach you a magic spell. So then you can go on and do the next mission once you've received said magic spell. And I do understand that these are things that do happen commonly in open world games. However, it was pretty much the only gameplay loop here. There's also an implementation of a partner system where you can select particular side characters to go on some missions with you. Ultimately, it felt inconsequential. Other than learning particular spells by going with a certain someone in the game that I won't spoil, there's really not much other advantage to which student you choose to tag along. And despite the fact that the map in Hogwarts is fairly large, it has a very distinct issue here. The world is just simply too cleanly divided. There's Hogwarts, where you'll learn things, Hogsmeade, where you'll buy things, small villages, where you'll run in and steal everything like a thief in the night, and then predetermined areas where you'll find enemies to fight. It's nearly impossible to stumble upon an unexpected battle anywhere of consequence. And it only takes a few hours into exploration before you figure if you're not in a cave, a wooded area, or a goblin settlement, you're almost as good as guaranteed to be safe. It's here that a lack of dynamic exploration and enemy diversity that Hogwarts Legacy really starts to unravel and show its flaws. And for a game that does allow you to make so many truly selfish decisions, it's really a missed opportunity that there's no karma system here. Save animals from poachers just to go sell them on the black market yourself, or even use unforgivable spells and curses, and people won't do anything more than give you a snarky response to the evil things you've done. It does nothing to change the trajectory of your story. And lastly, there's actually a loot system here that is both wonderful and kind of disappointing all in one. It's great because any items that you loot, you actually keep a copy of their aesthetic so you can transmog any piece of armor in the game moving forward, so that way you can always look as stylish as you want to. But you get so much loot, whether you're exploring or fighting enemies, that you could find yourself in and out of menus almost more than you're actually fighting wizards and other creatures in the game. As someone who didn't get into the Harry Potter films until I was in my early 20s, I would consider myself to be a casual Harry Potter fan. So considering that I did not grow up with Harry and the gang, my mileage on Hogwarts Legacy will be wildly different from someone who has been waiting for this game all of their lives. While I had a blast in Hogwarts Legacy for the first 10 hours, I found that the novelty of being in Hogwarts began to lose its luster. I understand that lots of superfans will have a wonderful time in Hogwarts Legacy, but in my world, Hogwarts Legacy earns a 6 out of 10. But even with that being stated, I really hope that Avalanche gets an opportunity to make a sequel and reiterates on the good things here and fine-tunes some of the more awkwardly executed decisions here. Let's hope that in the next few years, we can return to Hogwarts for another adventure. Again, guys, thank you so much for coming by to check out another review from us here at the Blerd Lines Media YouTube channel. If you like what we're doing, a like and subscribe helps out a bunch. And most definitely, whether you've played Hogwarts Legacy or maybe plan on picking it up or maybe even skipping it, let us know down below in the comments. We'll be more than happy to engage with you there. Thanks again, guys, and have a wonderful day.